guys, today we are going to be testing out all of the products that I got in my Ipsy bags for the month of May. So I have got not one, not two, but 3 bags absolutely filled with products. So we are going to put them all to the test, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on all the products so you guys can see a little bit more in depth apart from just a quick unboxing. So I do plan to do these separate from my unboxings. That way if you want to watch one you can, if you want to watch the other, or you can always watch both if you're interested. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video. I'll also be doing it for my BoxyCharm, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. That will be coming up very soon after this one. As always, if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as well. That way you will maybe be notified of my videos, and I would love to have you guys in my little YouTube family. I upload constantly, so always be on the lookout. I have new videos coming all the time, and I love to do unboxings, reviews, try-ons, basically anything involving makeup. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm letting my hair kind of soak in. I put in some 12 Benefits, so that's why my hair is in a wet bun. I like to let my hair sit for a while before I blow dry. It seems to be really silky when I do that. Let me just tell you my thoughts on a couple products that I'm not going to use in this video. First of all, I just could not sit down and paint my nails today. I was just in that, like, let me just go ahead and film kind of mood. This is a really pretty nail polish and it is clean. It is the Sundays one, so I'm not going to use that. I did put on this She Was an Anomaly perfume. It smells good, but it's a little bit more like musky than I typically pick. I typically like something a little bit sweeter, like sweet florals, sweet fruity ones, but it is a nice fragrance and a decent size too. The CEO C+E Micro Dissolve Cleansing Oil. I have used this twice. It does a good job of breaking down makeup, and maybe this is just me, but the smell of it is like if you've ever had a hangover and then smell liquor. That's kind of the feeling that I get. It gives me like this sick feeling. Like if you've ever smelled moonshine, that's what this smells like. And I'm like, I don't understand. So it works really well, but I cannot get over the smell. Let me know, do you have the same experience, or am I just a weird person with the smell? I don't know, but I could not get into it. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think everything else we're going to be able to incorporate. Oh, this Juju in Aloe Gel Sleeping Mask I did use already, and I like it. I mean, it's pretty good. It's very hydrating, lightweight, and it feels really nice on the skin. So we've got 2 lip products. I definitely want to hydrate my lips. I think I'm going to use this Tarte Jelly Glaze first. This is a tiny guy, but I was really curious to try it, so I'm not mad at it. Like, I'd love to just get it and see if I want to get the other ones full size. This was the Strawberry Jelly, so I just love to hydrate my lips while I'm doing other things. So it looks nice on the lips. If you're doing like super simple makeup, I could definitely see, you know, brows, tinted moisturizer, maybe some mascara and this, and you'd be like good to go for a very fresh faced look. Smells good, feels good. I also have my In Beauty project, so maybe in a little bit I'll take this one off and try this one. I've already had this one, and a few of these products I grabbed my own product because I have had these before, and then the other ones I put away for like giveaways, friends, family, all that good stuff. So the next thing I'm going to use is the Mud Masky After Mask Vitamin Serum, pH Balance, Smoothing, Anti-Aging, Feeding, Protecting, Nourishing. Now, I did use an exfoliating mask before I sat down to film, so this is meant to be like after masking, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And it's supposed to just hydrate you, give you some vitamins, kind of get your skin back to where it needs to be. It feels really nice. Alright, so I like that. This is my first use of this one, but it feels nice. It's sinking into the skin. It's got maybe a little tiny bit of tackiness, but I'm sure it'll dry down some more. Let's move on. I'm going to use the Derm Medicine Weightless Face Moisturizer SPF 25. This one has sage leaf, grape stem cells, green tea, vitamin E, blah 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 blah. Also, I want to thank you guys for your suggestions. I asked in a couple of my unboxings, but one in particular, would you like to see me try on with the unboxing, or do you just like the unboxing portion of it? A lot of people said you can just do the try on at the end of the video, and then some people said just do a separate try on. I like to do it separately, I think, because if I include the try on portion, the video is obviously going to be longer, and a lot of people just won't watch it if it's, you know, over like 5 or 10 minutes, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna just watch a shorter one and see it quicker. But you guys did give me this idea as well, just to do it separately, so thank you guys for being engaged and helping me pick some themes in my videos. This feels nice. My skin looks really healthy with this on. I'm actually liking the way my skin is looking at the moment. I like this combination so far. I'll definitely keep using those, and this feels nice. This doesn't feel oily. It doesn't feel matte either though. Like, I don't want a matte sunscreen, but I don't want to look oily and greasy. I like a little bit of a healthy glow, if that makes makes sense. So that is it for skincare. Everything else is going to be more makeup related. So I'm gonna go off camera and do brows and foundation, and I'll come right back. Alright, so I've got foundation and brows on, and I do have a concealer that I got in my Ipsy. This is the Yensa BC Concealer BB Plus CC Full Coverage Concealer, and I got the shade Fair Cool. I hope that this is going to be light enough. My foundation may be a teeny bit light. I kind of mixed a couple things. I wanted something more like lightweight feeling, a little bit more radiant. Dude! Minners is pawing at my backdrop. I'm just gonna kind of like dab it. I haven't put any powder on yet. It doesn't feel thick, but it does seem to have a lot of coverage, so I'm gonna hope this is gonna be perfect. I've just got a dampened beauty blender that I use for foundation. I wouldn't say this is like ultra full coverage, but it's got a lot of coverage, especially to be such a thin consistency. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit more. It doesn't feel matte. It definitely feels kind of like a natural finish. I'm gonna go ahead and just put excess concealer on my eyelid. So far, I really like this concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set it. Now I'm gonna use a powder. This is not from my bag. This is the Lancome Long Time No Shine setting powder. Since I started using this, I have been obsessed, and it's the only one I've been grabbing. It's just something about it. Everything is set so smoothly, and it definitely helps with creasing. I always crease under my eye. That's just the thing, but it helps a lot, and it's got a really smooth finish and feels lightweight. So I really love this powder. I'm pretty happy with how everything is looking. Obviously the bronzer is going to help a lot with this look, but so far so good. I really like the way that concealer is. I mean, that concealer with that powder, they're both thin consistencies. Nothing feels heavy under my eye. It feels really good. So I'm going to leave that powder a little bit kind of packed on there because I don't know if I'm going to have any fallout with my shadows. Now I did receive, between my 3 Ipsy bags, I received 2 small eye palettes. So I'm kind of confused about what I want to use. I got this Colored Rain Vineyard Soiree. This one's more like berry tones, and then this one I already had in my collection, Smashbox Cover Shot in Ablaze, which is warm tones. So I think I'm gonna go for the Colored Rain one because I've used this before. I have to tell you guys, their Smashbox shadows are good, but they're nothing like insane quality. It's not like using, you know, Natasha Denona or Jeffree Star or anything like that, but they are good. They're good, really basic shadows, and I think these are under $30, so they're a pretty good price point too. And it actually has kind of a berry tone in here as well, so it kind of has some similar vibes, but I'm just feeling this more today. Along with the palette, I'm also going to use this brush set that I got. So this is from Sugar Rush. It was a little brush trio that I received. So we've got one kind of blending brush, another one to really kind of pack on the shadow. This is more of a pencil brush, so I think we can get it done with these, but I may incorporate a couple more brushes. I'm going to take the like packing brush. It says Write Your Story, and I'm just going to take this like neutral brown to start with. We've got 4 shimmery type of shades, and then we've got 2 mattes. As always, I wish there were more mattes versus shimmers, but that's just my preference. Oh, while I'm thinking too, I'm gonna put on the N Beauty Project lip glaze. I kind of prefer the feeling of the Tarte one. It's a little bit creamier. This one's more just like an oil, which obviously is what it is. I feel like this one I would just like lick off really quick, or it would just kind of wear really quickly, but I do like them both. I'm gonna go in with the yellow brush. This one says Goal Getter, and we're gonna see how this blends. It's taken a little while to blend this out. I have Colored Rain shadows. I have a couple of shimmer singles that I've gotten, and I do like them. I can't say that so far I'm that impressed with this matte shade, but keep in mind that this is a concealer I've never used before that I just put on my eyes as a base, and I usually use concealer, but I'm used to a more matte concealer as my eye base, so that could be a big factor changing the way that this performs. I'm not really feeling that, honestly. Maybe it's just the color. I'm not living for it. This just looks patchy and unblended. I'm just not getting this. Okay, I think I'm gonna just dip into this Smashbox palette because I'm just not liking the way that this is looking. So I'm gonna take this more berry shade, and hopefully it will kind of go with what I have on. Man, I just want to hang it up. It just looks like a patchy mess. Yuck. Okay. Also, I just don't like that first color. I feel like there's just, it doesn't do anything for me. I do want to, because this was the one shade that really caught my eye, is kind of just pack this on the lid and see if I can blend it out, because the others are not hitting at all. That looks really pretty. It's a shame because this color looks beautiful. And usually I would try to use more colors, but I kind of just want something cute and simple. So what I'm gonna do is just see how this blends It's not perfection, but that like saved the look. So I'm just gonna go in with the other one. Up close, it looks really pretty. I don't think it does anything for me on camera, honestly. It's just not cute. So that was a pretty decent fix. I can't really see myself reaching for this, even though this one color is pretty and I hope you guys can see it is really gorgeous. I just don't really see myself getting excited about using this one. It has like a light lavendery color, so I'm gonna pop that in my inner corner and see how that looks. I think I'm gonna try the berry shade from the Smashbox in my lower lash line, but I don't know, I don't really see any options that I'm like loving. So I'm glad I left a little bit of powder because I did have some fallout. We're gonna try this Scone Tattooed Waterproof Eyeliner. Now I said I wasn't gonna keep this, but I figured we're trying the video, so let's go ahead and try it. It does have a felt tip. It's not that particularly tiny, so we're just gonna try it out. I usually prefer a brush tip, but I'm sure we can make this work. So let's go in with the liner. I feel like my wing game has just sucked lately. I don't know what it is. Oh my god, I just screwed that up so bad. I think I've just become impatient, and now like spending a lot of time doing my wings is just, it's a little annoying to me. And I'm like, I used to love perfecting my wing, and now I'm just like, oh my god. Honestly, horrible. Gross. And I'm talking about me doing a wing, not the liner. Now, I do have to say this about the liner. It's not that incredibly black, and all of the like shadow is kind of mixing with it and bleeding through. It's not horrible, but it's, you know, it's a felt tip, and then it's not super black, and I'm really picky about my liquid liner, so I have my few favorites, and this is just not going to win any contests with me personally, but it's not terrible. I mean, that was a pretty quick wing. They're decent looking, but like I said, I have just not been feeling, when I do a wing, I've not been feeling the look on me. I feel like I'm always screwing it up, doing them too thick, too long, too short. I don't know. I received a mini roller lash, but I do have a full size already open, so I'm just going to use this one. And I do like roller lash. I use it when I want like curled, defined lashes. My lashes do not curl easily at all, so anything that'll help keep them up, I'm like, okay, that's amazing. Alright, so my eyes are finished. I definitely need some bronzer on this face. So I did receive two face palettes. So the first one is the Nomad Sydney Bathers palette, and this has a really pretty bronzer called Manly Beach. It also has 3 highlights. Now a highlight is going to be a toughie because I already had the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette in Pink Sands, and there are 4 highlighters in this. The one is the like creamy one that I've honestly never used, and I think it's just like getting dried out. I kind of wish you just do like a 4th powder highlight personally, but the other colors are pretty as well. Now I like her highlighters, and I'll go ahead and swatch this because I think I want to use the Nomad one. They are really pretty. For some reason I don't reach for them a lot. I think because I typically grab like a highlighter out of my drawer instead of, you know, a palette. So let's go ahead with the Sydney Bathers palette. Again, Manly Beach is the shade I'm going to take, and this is the Marc Jacobs The Bronze Brush. Ooh, it's pretty warm. Can you see the difference? Oh my god. Gotta get in that pasty hairline. This might be a little too warm for me right now. I've been using like Hoola Light and Too Faced Milk Chocolate, so I've been using some really light bronzers. I've been meaning to self-tan, like every day I think about it, and I don't know why I'm waiting, but this might be good when I self-tan because this color is intense. It's better. I still think I went a little too hard in the paint on my forehead there, but we're just gonna make it work. It's okay. Let me get a little sun, a little self-tan, and we will be good to go. Okay, so I actually had to step away and take a Zoom call, so this is what we're looking like. I have not done anything else apart from bronze. I feel like everything kind of came together. The bronze is just a tiny bit warm, but it's no big deal. We do have a blush by Pixi. This is a Beach Rose. It looks, again, more neutral, which typically I would pick something maybe a bit pink or plum with this eye. And honestly, you might be able to see it a little bit better now. I don't know why, what's changed in here, but the shimmer of that eyeshadow is really pretty. I didn't like every shade, but them's the breaks, you know, it's all right. So this is the shade right here. I'm gonna go in with this little Luxie 640 Pro Precision Tapered, and I'm gonna lightly apply some blush. We're just making things work today, you know? Alright, so I think we're nice and blushy. I have a tendency to like leave my blush, woo, that lid went somewhere. I have a tendency to leave my blush up high and not put any low, and I feel like I'll look a little bit better with it on the cheeks. What do you guys think? That lid soared away somewhere. Okay, we're gonna hop back to the Nomad Sydney Bathers palette and do some highlight. I think for me the best bet is the more pinky one. It seems to be the lightest. Ooh. It's actually really pretty, and it has like this pinky golden look to it, so it actually shows up less pink and a little bit more gold on the skin, which actually looks really pretty. I'm really impressed with this. Even though that bronzer was a little bit maybe much for my skin tone, it blended nicely. Everything looks good. This highlight is stunning. Those are the other two shades of highlight. Obviously this one's a little dark for me, but I could probably get away with that one for sure. So we've tried our lip glaze and our lip, what is this called? Jelly. Okay, we've tried both of our glazes and now we have two lips to try, and these are also both Tarte, well, Sugar Rush and Tarte, but you know, they're basically the same. These I think are both going to be kind of neutral, so this look is going to look a little crazy in the end. You know, it is what it is. This one might not be too bad. So I think I'm going to start with the Tarte one. This is the lip paint in the shade Front Row. Typically I would go like light to dark, but I think the other lip will look better in the end. Pigment. So that is the shade Front Row. I feel like this would be a gorgeous lip, especially in the fall, but it's really pretty. I mean, overall, it's a really good one. It's like a, I guess you would call it more of a brick red. I didn't expect it to come off quite that way, but it looks pretty cute. I like the color. The only thing I don't like about some of their lip paints, the quick dry ones, is I feel like they do get really dry. Already it's dried down. It's not budging, it's not going anywhere, but personally I think their formula is a bit too dry, and some of the colors are gorgeous too. I think the one Festival I fell in love with, and it wasn't as dry as most, but after wearing it a few times I just couldn't. Like, it's just so dry on the lips, so that's the unfortunate thing about these. This one doesn't feel too bad. I don't think it's like the driest of the dry, but that is the shade Front Row. Alright, so the Sugar Rush one is called Sugar Coat and the shade is Cupcake. So I'm hoping I'm gonna like this one a little bit better. Feels more moussey than the other one. Alright, so this one definitely feels a lot better. It's more of a moussey consistency, and the other one was so dry I can still feel the dryness under my lips, but this one actually feels quite comfortable. This formula seems pretty nice, so I'm excited for this one, and it's not really that great with this eye, but we're just making it work so that you guys can see all of these products in action. I do have to say I'm quite excited for the Nomad face palette. I think I'm going to get some use out of this, especially deep into the summer when I've got a bit more of a tan. I think it's going to be amazing. Lip products I'm pretty satisfied with. This one's really the only one that I'm not like super crazy about, just for the dryness. The skincare, like I told you guys, was pretty good. Everything else, I mean, was really good. I love getting Pixi products, and I'm also really excited for this Yinsa concealer. I have a primer of theirs that I absolutely love, so I was very excited to try this out and see how it measured up, but definitely excited to try more from their brand. I've been really impressed so far. Oh, and their cleansing oil, I've been using that every day and I like it too. And the brushes weren't bad. I don't think these are going to be like the brushes I reach for all the time, but they are good, like decent brushes. Definitely handy for different like applications and techniques. And the eyeliner is this lid will not stay on. This lid of this liner like popped off because I know for a fact that I made sure it was like double on there, and it just seems like it just comes off pretty easily. Like, I'm not applying much force. It's okay. No, that one's going bye-bye. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little try on. Let me know what you think about this. This is the version I think is probably the best. I did all my unboxings, just quick short videos, and then this is my a little bit more lengthy try on with all of the products in the Ipsy, and I do plan on doing this with my BoxyCharm products as well. Over the next couple of days I'll probably get that filmed for you. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave me a thumbs up if you like this type of video, and leave your suggestions down below if you have anything. Also, be sure to go check out my Huda Beauty mystery bag unboxing. I do have a giveaway of a big full-size palette in that video, so make sure to check it out and go enter. And I hope you guys are doing amazing. I'll see you really soon in my next video.